When you go to basic training, here's the reality. You're young, you're dumb, you're selfish. So you've made the decision to get off your butt and join the military and do something that's greater than yourself. You're looking for that purpose. You're looking for that fulfillment, and you're getting ready to go to basic training. So what exactly should you be training for? How should you show up to basic training? Guys, before I get into this video, I want you to understand the purpose of basic training. A lot of people think that the purpose of basic training is to beat you down, to degrade you, to destroy you. Guys, that's not the purpose at all. The purpose is to build you up, is to train you, to make you into something that slightly resemble a member of the military, that slightly resemble a member of a team. Because at the end of the day, guys, when you go to basic training, here's the reality. You're young, you're dumb, you're selfish, undisciplined, you're ego-driven, you're self-centered, and more often than none, you've never been part of a team. At least that was the case for me when I went. All those things that I just list off, that was me. But the military was able to break me down, remove all those selfish qualities, and give me everything I needed to make me part of a team. Now, you may think that basic training is purely physical. It's not at all. It's actually more mental than physical. They're just using those physical punishment, those physical exercises to help shape your mind, to let you know what you're capable of, to be in you that never quit mentality, to be in you that I can do anything I want to do mentality, to show you what's possible when you work as part of a team. That's all basic training is doing, guys. They're taking you from an individual, and you're going on this journey, you're walking down that path till you get to the point where you're like, oh, it's not just about me. There's more to this. The sooner you understand that, the sooner you become part of that team, that squad, that platoon, then the easier basic training is going to be. That's all it is, guys. It's a process meant to break you down and bond you and make you part of a team. Throughout that process, you're going to go through hell, and then you're going to come back as part of a team. All that said, what should you be doing? What are the things that you can do right now to help accelerate your ability to get through basic training and become part of that team faster? Truth of the matter is, guys, while you're going through that process, there's a lot of things you have to learn. You have to learn certain things to help you become a unified team. You have to learn self-discipline. You have to do a lot of physical training, because at the end of the day, if you're going to be part of a team, then everybody on that team needs to be on the same level as far as physical fitness. So you're going to go through that, amongst other things. Well, here's a list of everything that you as an individual can start doing right now to get ahead of the power curve by the time you show up to basic training. And again, guys, this doesn't matter if you're going to the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Space Force, the Marine Corps. It doesn't matter. Within the United States military, there's a similar point of instruction across the board that's meant to take every single civilian that stepped foot in that program, from civilian to basic soldier, to basic airman, to basic Marine, to basic sailor. Same concept all the way across the board. So you apply these things and you work on these things, I guarantee you that you're going to be light years ahead by the time you get the basic training. So the very first thing on the list, guys, is going to be get in shape. Guys, don't show up to basic training as a fat body. You know when you get there, you're going to be physically harassed. You're going to do the push-ups, the sit-ups, the pull-ups. You're going to run. So why not do that right now? You have the ability to. All you got to do is roll out of bed, do some push-ups, turn around, do some sit-ups, and then go for a jog. You do that every day, I guarantee you by the time you get the basic training, guess what? You'll be light years ahead of where you are now. Another thing you can do now, guys, is start waking up early. Truth of the matter is, guys, you hit basic training, you're waking up every day at 4:30. If your body's not used to that, you're going to be cranky, you're going to be unmotivated, you're going to have a hard time. So why not start doing it now? It's a good thing to do anyways. You get a head start on your day and can accomplish so much more. Even now, guys, I'm retired and I still get up at 4:30 every day. My body's conditioned to it. Another thing that you can do now to help you get ready for basic training is going to be start deprogramming your mind. When you go to basic training, there'll be no Netflix. There'll be no YouTube. There'll be no Hulu, no Disney, any of that stuff. So stop watching that crap now, guys. Instead of watching television for hours on end, pick up a book and start reading about leadership, the Army, the different type of job that it has, the different opportunities that you'll have available to you once you join. Start doing that stuff now, because once you get the basic training and it's not available to you, you won't start going to that detoxing phase that a lot of us go through when we spend our entire lives watching television and now it's no longer accessible. So do that now to save yourself some headaches. Another thing you can start doing right now to help you out with basic training is start learning how to march. There's endless videos on YouTube on how to do this, right? Truth of the matter is, guys, once you get the basic training, part of teaching you how to become a team is not only are you dressing like the other guy, but you're also marching and singing cadence just like everyone else. So why not get ahead of it? You can easily get on YouTube and watch videos on how to march. Get ahead and do it now, guys. That's exactly what I did back in 2003 when I got ready to join the military. I went and I found a guy that's been in the military, and he showed me how to do all the facing movement, how to march. And once I got the basic training, guess what? I didn't have a problem learning how to do all these different, facing movements and all that stuff that comes with learning how to do drill and ceremony. I was already ahead, which made my stay at basic training a lot more enjoyable. Prior to going to basic training, guys, you can also learn about leadership. All right, guys, you're joining the military. One of the number one cornerstones that we have in the military is leading soldiers. At the end of the day, once you get the basic training, there's going to be different student type leadership positions, and cadres are going to seek those out. They're going to find you a squad leader, a platoon leader, right? They're going to put those guys in charge, and those guys just look a lot better, right? They typically get promoted out of basic training if they do it right. Like, there's certain benefits that comes with being a leader within basic training, a leader amongst leaders, if I may say so, right? And you can easily become that dude by just picking up a couple of leadership books and start learning basic leadership traits. You can easily do that while you're sitting on your butt waiting to go to basic training, guys. And if you can't find anything, go to greenberetchronicles.com. I have leadership courses on there, guys, that you can sign up for to help get you ready for basic training. Also, go down to the gun range, get your hands on a pistol, a rifle, and put a couple of rounds down range. If you have the time and the money and the resources, I suggest you do that. Although it's all right for basic training to be the first time you handle a gun, I don't recommend it. If you have the ability to do so, guys, go out there and put some rounds down range. You can also get on YouTube or the internet and learn the different components of an M16, of an M9 pistol. You can do all of that, guys, because that'll put you ahead of the power curve. You can also learn the phonetic alphabet, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. You can learn all of that before you even get to basic training, because you're going to have to learn it anyways and test on it before you leave. Last but not least, start changing your mannerisms, all right? How you speak to people. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Start doing that, because once you get the basic training, every word that comes out of your mouth when you're speaking to leadership is going to be yes, sir, to your officers. Yes, sergeant. Yes, drill sergeant. Start getting in that mindset. You can't just speak to people however you want. A lot of people have a hard time with this, especially myself. I grew up in Brooklyn, right? We speak slang. We speak to people a certain type of way. Deprogramming my brain once I got the basic training was a challenge. You could easily get ahead of that right now, right? And even till this day, guys, when I speak to people, it's yes, ma'am, yes, sir. Like, that's just how my mindset is now. It's gonna happen. It has to happen. So why not get ahead of the power curve now?